around. You can hit it. Just make sure you pass it around.
It's gotta be one of my best years ever. Grade A bars, more clever. I guess the weed's gotten better.
And I'm back once again. Please don't look surprised. What, you thought I wasn't going to come back and give you all these dope album reviews? Come on, man. I got too many of y'all dependent on me. Shout outs to Rappers IQ. They really look forward to my videos. They support me so very much. And if you want to know the latest and the greatest things about hip-hop, log on to that Rappers IQ. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to my man Dell-P, West Philly zone. Went chilled with him for a little bit. He hooked me up with this dope t-shirt with his album on there, album cover on there. So if you want to support some great hip-hop, hit my man Dell-P up and get one of these nice tees. So, in case you're wondering, yeah, today I am definitely on deck to talk to y'all about the new Miguel album, Wildheart. Okay? But like I always do, and I don't care who I make mad or who I piss off or whatever, I'm going to tell y'all about some pickups, because it's been a few weeks and I actually downloaded a lot. I got a lot of new music. I can't talk about it all, but I did want to focus on somebody who is slept on completely in the hip-hop world, and it's my man Don Tripp. He came out with the new GodSpeed album. A little bit before GodSpeed came out, he hit us with the mixtape In the Meantime. And I could tell you, you can actually see the difference. I love Don Tripp. He's been kicking out these dope mixtapes for a few years now, and I really enjoy his mixtapes. I enjoy his ad-libs. I enjoy his energy. He one of them boys that get you hyped, but you can definitely hear the control when you get signed. And that's what GodSpeed brings to the table. Not that I'm saying my man ain't saying nothing, but you can hear the difference from his mixtapes and the control of being signed. And he actually talks about how he wish he never signed. And a lot of guys probably feel that way, but he begins the album with a track called Waiting Room, and I'm guessing that's for us that was sitting in the waiting room, waiting for this album to come out. A really dope album. It has that original sound, like with the bars and the ad-libs, so I really enjoy that track. He goes into another track called Eviction Notice that I really enjoy, about the struggles that him and his mother went through, getting evicted and the different problems, and how she still maintain it to keep a roof over his head, and it doesn't have a happy ending. I really enjoy that. Another nice track is a track called Lil Homie. It was getting a lot of buzz on Twitter. It's a nice message to the track, where it's a guy that's trying to do the right thing. The little homie is trying to do the right thing, and then he gets set up, and he loses his life. Don Tripp goes back to get revenge on the guys that set him up, and then it has a little twist at the end, and I'll leave that for you guys to check out. Another nice track I enjoy is a track called Wake Up, that goes back into the classic Don Tripp sound. One standout track that is really dope. If you don't listen to anything else, you gotta listen to this track called Don't Ever Land, featuring D1 and the Bull Petty. And this track is just straight crazy. Bars is crazy. D1 actually came up the bat on this particular song. So shout outs to D1. I guess he wanted to showcase his skills. And then it goes into Tomorrow, Day After Tomorrow. It's a lot of messages on this album, but you can actually see the difference and hear the difference from his mixtapes and this GodSpeed album. So it is a solid piece of work, but true Don Tripp fans can actually hear the difference, which I am. Okay? Now, I'm going to get a little smooth with y'all today, because Miguel, of course, is out. But it's another nice R&B guy out. I was waiting for this guy's album. He had a few mixtapes. He actually had a 7-track album last year, and toward the end of the quarter, and it's Elijah Blake, and it's called Shadows and Diamonds, and it's a really, really smooth, it's real good R&B music. The title track, Shadows and Diamonds, he begins with, it's a nice metaphor, and it talks about trust, and his melodic voice actually captivates you from the gate. So it's real smooth. He has his own sound. He doesn't sound like the rest of the R&B dudes out there, and he actually talks about that on a track called Every Day. And he's basically talking to the dude, saying, even though things have changed for him, he's still the same every day. And he touches on the R&B dudes all sounding the same too. So I really, really enjoy that. At the end of the song, it's an interlude. He's talking to his chick. She looks through his phone. She finds a phone number. She calls the phone number and talks to a chick. And he's like, Dad, you know why you do that, blah, 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 blah. Then he goes into the song called The Other Side, where the chick that his girl contacted, now they have hooked up, and now they're on the other side. So I thought that was really, really dope. Another track, Pino, he talks about how he did a chick wrong, and he's sorry now, and I guess she left him or whatever, and he's finding some calmness in drinking. So I guess a lot of us can relate to that. Another track I enjoy is a track called Drop Dead Beautiful, and it has a nice smooth beat, and it's just basically a homage to a special woman in your life. So I really, really enjoy Elijah Blake's Shadows and Diamonds. Ladies, you'll enjoy it. Dudes, if you're out with your lady, throw it on. It's a really, really enjoyable album. So pick that up. All right, now, ladies will be very pleased. Well, you know what made me pleased? First off, before I even get into Miguel, you know what I'm saying? Something, social media was just going ballistic last night when my man P. Diddy fell through the floor. It was just freaking hilarious. Shout outs to Bad Boy coming together, where it's total. But in any case, shout outs to Bad Boy coming back together and showing that great performance. But Diddy, listen to, you might as well just chalk that one, and just own BET. Now you'll definitely just own BET, because they did you dirty on that one. They should have had that together. Somebody definitely got fired after that. Alright, so back to my man Miguel. Ladies can definitely see the growth in Miguel. This is his third LP. The first one, you can hear the trials and the errors, and then you get into his second album, Kaleidoscope. You could see a little growth and his own personality in that. But this album, Wildheart, he has a lot to prove on this album. You can hear it. It's really, really sexual. As far as I guess he wants to show women and dudes too, who was spreading all these rumors about him that he is a man and that he does like women. And it's a really nice, solid piece of work. You can hear he was gone for almost 3 years, and you can hear that. And I really appreciate that when people actually take time to put the album together. It's in touch with his rock and roll side, and you can hear it's a lot of string heavy. A lot of the tracks are. So it begins, with The Valley, and that is like just a straight sensual song, basically about what he wants to do to a girl. And we all know about Coffee. It's been on the radio. It's the single that came out, and we know the quotations with the Coffee track. So we'll let that settle. That's a nice track, I will admit that. NWA featuring Corrupt. I like that track too. It just talks about how a girl wants to be with an OG. You know what I mean? And I really like that. One of my favorite tracks on the album, though, is a track called "What's Normal Anyway." And I know he is mixed. I haven't really got into his whole ethnic background. I'm normally just into the music, but I really like the track because it talks about not really being a part of anything. Race, religion, just in general in life, and not really being concerned about it. Basically being yourself, not trying to be accepted by everyone. And I really, really enjoy that when people open up about that kind of stuff. It's a true song, and shout outs for Miguel for that track, even though the album is really sensual. Going to Hell is another track that I really, really enjoy, and the track called Flesh. I mean, listen, ladies, if this ain't on your man playlist when y'all chilling, something's definitely wrong. I mean, the vocals are real soft, and it's basically talking about the weaknesses of the flesh and just giving into that. And it's a really, really dope song that has to be on every man's bedroom playlist, if you catch my drift, buddies. Leaves, toward the end of the album, this is a great song. It's metaphorically phenomenal. It's talking about basically getting caught up in fame and how and the heartlessness that actually comes with fame, and being blindsided by that also. I like he says, I like when he says he never saw the bitterness coming basically with fame. So I really, really enjoy that. And then it's no other way to end the album, especially when you're in touch with your rock side, than having a track with Lenny Kravitz, Face the Sun. So all in all, my man Miguel, really, really dope. I'm glad he came back out. He was somebody that I didn't think was going to last that long at the beginning, but he really, really found himself. And I want to rate this album, and I'm going to give this album a solid 3 on an R&B tip. So I'm going to leave y'all with that. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the wait. Peace.